Hi, my avatar name is Eve Maven, and I'm going to give you a brief introduction to the chatbot at the Valdosta State University clinic. So here we are at the clinic, moving past the conference room, past the prison room, past the play therapy, and hang a left and you see Jenny, the chatbot. This is an artificial client that you can interact with. You see the box. The box has the HUD and the note card that you need for this. So you click the box and you accept the HUD. You accept the HUD, you click the box, and you accept the note card. Open up your inventory, which is the little suitcase icon at the bottom row, and you can see when you click the Recent tab, you can see the note card, which is called the chat box note card, dialogue information. You can slide it over and you can see the HUD in your inventory. Right-click it and choose Where, and it will appear over on the left part of your screen. Now at this point you can close your inventory to clear your screen a bit, and you can look at the note card. This is the social work interviewing project that was funded by Indiana University in conjunction with Valdosta State University. The people on the project were myself, Dr. Tandy, Dr. Vernon, and Dr. Lynch from Indiana. So this is a simulation of a client dialogue. And I'm going to tell you how it works. A little bit more information is on the note card. You see the HUD on the left. That top part where my cursor is right now is not going to be used. What you will use is the blue square where the cursor is right now. That's the client's dialogue. And then your choice responses are at the bottom with the little red circles. So what the client is first saying is, I really need help. I don't know where to start. I'm going to right-click the chair and sit, and then maneuver my camera with the Alt key so that I can see the client better. Okay, my two response choices are, I can see that something is really troubling you. We can start anywhere. Or I could say, I'm glad that you're here, but first we need to get some background information from you. So you choose one of those two options, and it moves on to the next client statement. The client says a lot of very bad things happened. We lost our job, so my spouse went north to find work. Hasn't found it yet. Lost our home. I'm staying with and caring for my mother-in-law who has Alzheimer's. Now on this one, you only have one option for a response, and it moves on to the next client statement, which is, we'd been out partying and had a bad car accident. We didn't have any insurance and there was a bad injury. We were okay, but got sued and lost the house. Then my spouse got laid off and unemployment ran out. Now you have two choices here. The first one that you can click on is, I can't imagine what it would be like to have all these things happen. You must feel overwhelmed. Or you can ask, did the party involve alcohol? Well, now the client's response is, sure, we were drinking at the party, but that's not what caused the accident. We swerved to avoid something in the road. Glanced an over an oncoming car. But what does that have to do with it? So, your two options are, the first one is, but how much were you drinking? The second option is, do you have a belief that sustains you? Now, neither of these may be very good, but you got kind of stuck because of previous responses. So the client says, look, I wasn't drunk. This was not a DUI. This was 2 years ago and has nothing to do with why I'm here now. Well, you can respond with two choices at this point. You can say, I think you're probably right. I'm getting you off track. Let's go back. You must have had some difficult problems. Please tell me more. Or you can say, do you think you have a drinking problem? You can see that the first response is probably better. The second one is not. So let's see what happens next. The client says, look, I wasn't drunk. This wasn't a DUI 2 years ago, etc. So you still have these two options because you see, you clicked the simulation off very briefly and then it came back at exactly the same point. Again, that top part, that round top part, does not need to be touched. Okay, so the client at this point is saying, I can see you don't want to help me. I'm out of here. And the message from the HUD is, alcohol is not part of the presenting problem. You offended the client and she left. This is reiterated and you have no more response choices. But if you click on the blue or the white, you can see the ending message. You have reached the end of dialogue. Now, because you made some bad choices throughout this, you have now reached the end and it's coming back to the beginning. I really need help and I don't know where to start. And hopefully you'll make some better choices at this point. When you're through, right-click the HUD and choose Detach. Then you can stand up, say goodbye to Jenny, and leave. You can return anytime and repeat this, and do submit this assignment in whatever way your instructor has instructed for you to do.